Welcome to this radio guide. Learn to hit an 80,000 reserve cheaply using low-risk tactics. We'll use a top national account. Even beginners can improve because we focus on strategy over skill for safe extracts. Watch closely. This account dropped to rank 174 after 2 months away. Now, let's modify the case. This gun mod focuses on cost effectiveness, getting it for free. The key is the vision flashlight. We're using an SKS with a T79, a high mag scope, and a suppressor. This setup handles bots easily. For real players, just use their looted guns. We're choosing the stable approach, 1 gun, 40k in gear, and a large backpack. For high-risk plays, just add a 4x scope to the T79. For the 1 gun style, spend 10k to get 40k in gear. For the sling, pick the oil machine for its 2 4-slot spaces. Pick low-loss backpacks. This A4 costs 13k but holds 10k. The 15k military backpack holds 14k, and 30 slots is plenty. I prefer no armor, so I use the 926. It's 30k and holds 20k, but TV station bots use level 4 ammo that pierces level 4 armor anyway. I'll just take a bot's level 4 armor once I'm inside. If you aren't fighting bots early, just bring your own level 4. Just go in, 30 rounds is plenty. Then use the bot's guns. Bring 2 grenades in case you hit someone with a big backpack. There's a hidden advantage. If loot boxes are empty or you see no real players, a big backpack lets you grab more loot. So why skip the big backpack when going for high rewards? Because with 2 guns, you'll likely find real players who have them, so don't bring your own. Just bring enough to get by. For an extreme play, take 2 80,000 value guns, a small backpack, and fill 6 slots. That's how pros play. We're focusing on beginners here. First, just stay still and listen. Early on, all footsteps are real players, so track their positions. There are 2 reasons for this. First, you hide your position and avoid getting caught by anyone not cheating. Second, knowing their location helps you plan. I had a problem here. My gyroscope broke. The axes were inverted, tilting the wrong way when moved. I thought it was a settings issue, but I'd actually damaged it by dropping it. That's what happened. I planned to loot everything before the final fight, but this bug made fighting impossible. I restarted my phone, but it didn't help, and a bot almost killed me. I had to take it out awkwardly while moving backward. I nearly lost to a bot. Now, we have 3 options. We can find a quiet spot to secure a base. We only need a few small items to break even. Second, you could use the starting funds you got from the bot to try your luck and go for a big win. Third, you can listen for where the fighting is the most intense, and when they're either healing up or stuck in a standoff, you can quickly sneak in, grab 2 loot bags, and get out fast. Earlier, when we were collecting loot at the start and made it to the hallway, a team had respawned there, but we don't know their exact position now. Since we didn't get accurate info at the beginning, I decided to go with the first option, get myself in good shape and secure my investment first. I heard that next season they're officially adding a miscellaneous items option, so we had a detailed discussion about it yesterday. Personally, I think the pros outweigh the cons. There's no downside. If someone's camping your spot and you lack a dog tag, how do you leave? With a full backpack, turning in 5 items to secure loot makes sense. If 5 items seems harder than getting 2 dog tags, just use the tags at the regular spot. If this extraction exists, the success rate should rise, unless they force item use over other options. That would be more restrictive. To start, I took out 3 bots. Need to loot their pockets, backpacks, and single-strap bags, because backpacks also have a chance to drop small valuables. At the same time, this is good practice for next season, since the odds of finding miscellaneous items in their bags are still pretty high. I swapped out for a level 4 armor, and it just so happened that the 3 bots I took out gave me exactly 5 miscellaneous items from their bags. The only real downside I felt was that after turning them in, I had 5 fewer inventory slots, so I could carry 5 fewer things. But making it out alive is always better than getting lost or camped and killed. I picked up a rifle from one of the bots, since rifles are more useful for upcoming fights. Don't forget the ammo they're carrying either. You can use it to fill up your bag and carry even more. This season, the White Wolf bots are still around, so the White Wolf area still has pretty good loot. You guys should come check it out, and make sure not to skip any loot spots, because in the enhancement mode, any loot spot could surprise you. At this point, I've pretty much broken even. I was planning to go loot Black Gate, but then I heard footsteps nearby. Judging by the sound, they were heading toward the cotton warehouse, so I went to try and catch them from behind, but then I realized I dropped my rifle, and the SKS might not be able to take them out while they're moving. So after thinking it over, I decided to let them go. Sometimes it's better to play it safe and not risk your gear for a slim chance at a big win. So if you're not absolutely sure, don't make a move. Then I thought, why not just go over to White Wolf and get myself a rifle? So I went for it, quickly put away my grenade, and almost got soloed by a bot. But honestly, that's pretty representative. It's just like being a newbie all over again. One of the top 100 players in the country locked in a detailed duel with a bot for a whole minute, and finally managed to pull off an insane move to take it down at the last second. Next, there are two details to pay attention to. First, the beeping sound from the insurance is gone, which means he went over to the studio to loot, so I quickly went to look for that automatic gun. Second, the bot started shooting toward the entrance of the reading room, which proves there's a real player over there. We definitely need to be on guard, so let's hold our position here, don't rush out. Make the people below and to the right think we're just a bot and not come down. You can cover the lower area from the fence here. When he's looting, he'll definitely be standing still. So let's see if we have a chance to take him out by surprise, and make sure to wait 2 seconds before shooting, because at that point he's most likely busy looting and won't have time to react. After taking him out, keep moving to the right along the bot path and see if the guy from the moon area comes out to loot the bot's crate. When we use a bot gun to shoot people in areas where bots often fight, he'll probably think we're just another bot. Then, when he sees that the bot's crate has already been looted and the person is gone, he won't care about anything else and will quickly crouch down to loot the bot's crate himself. After looting, he'll crouch walk away. This way, we won't make a lot of noise. Your movement speed stays decent too. Quickly loot nearby resources before the crate. Why wait until he's looting to attack? Simple. Searching this jacket takes 2 seconds, 1 to see items, and 1 to sort. If you wait 2 seconds to shoot, he's stuck in the loot interface and distracted. Opening fire then means his reaction is much slower. If you can grasp this psychological timing, doesn't your chance of catching him off guard go up even more? But if the item he's looting only takes up 1 slot, or if the crate is empty and you can't catch him in time and he leaves early, then it's only fair that he survives. He just got lucky. You'll see he's got 2 dog tags in his bag, so I wanted to try and imitate that. I'm going to hand in 5 junk items. Take a look. I'm carrying these junk items right now. We'll drop 5 of them, but don't worry, I'll make sure to leave at least 5 empty slots to simulate handing in junk and extracting. Next, I went to check the editing room, but it had already been opened, so we just passed by the warehouse. I headed toward the state office and found that this small room and all the loot spots at the fluorite medical area up ahead had already been picked clean. The only consolation was that the state office hadn't been opened yet, and there were 2 bags left, so at least I got a little bit of leftovers. Why am I able to walk around so openly now? First of all, in a normal match, most people won't wait until the last few seconds to leave. Even if someone is the last to extract, they won't stay in the same spot where they fought for more than 15 minutes, because everything's already been looted. They'll just move on to a new area. So if you hear gunshots somewhere, just wait 15 minutes after that. After that, there's a high chance no one will be around anymore. Secondly, it's super convenient to set up extraction points now. If there's a fight somewhere, just mark the extraction point closest to it. Once the gunfire stops, wait a few minutes, and if the nearest extraction point lights up completely, it means they finished looting and are trying to extract. That means there are probably 2 fewer teams on the map. Basically, when that extraction point lights up, you can count on at least 3 fewer people. Usually it's 2 whole teams gone. Of course, there are also some skilled players who might deliberately pay for extraction without actually leaving, just to lure us out and make us show ourselves. You'll have to judge that for yourself. After all, we still have plenty of time. Next, swap out the bot's M4, and while you're at it, check the yellow keycard room. The yellow card room has already been opened, but the ruins haven't been looted yet, so let's go through the drawers there. We found a little gold item, which is pretty nice. Before extracting, you can also check if the loot in front of the main hall has been taken. Since we were running out of time, I didn't bother checking the drawers. Then, I left some space in my inventory to pretend I was just extracting with random junk. As you can see, we didn't really lose much, and we still managed to extract, right? What if we hadn't picked up a dog tag, and the usual extraction point was being camped by someone? Wouldn't that mean we'd lose all our loot? To sum up, our strategy is all about keeping costs low, so even if we die, it's not a big loss, and it's easy to make our money back. The main focus should be on loot spots and bots. If you get the chance, go for it. Take a small risk for a big reward, mainly by sneaking up behind people or picking up leftovers. This season, bring more flashbangs to clear out the usual extraction points. Next season, you'll be able to extract by turning in random junk. If all your matches are just protecting your gear, then congrats, you basically watched this for nothing. Seriously, you should lower your difficulty, just like I'm doing now. Even in top 100 matches nationwide, it's super easy at this difficulty. Once you lower the difficulty, whether you're grinding familiar maps for rank or going for value runs, it works great. Try out the strategies from my previous guides. If you find they work well and want even better methods, you can check out my advanced tutorials. Thanks for sticking around till the end. There will be more high-quality guides coming in the future, and you can even request the content you want. Alright, I'm Hunter. See you next time. Bye.